The Dooker ain't one for reading. Anything printed on a page can be said clear with stick figures and drawing saying fuck. Swinus Nerdlinger reads and everyone hates him because he thinks just because he can scientifically prove why sitting on a toilet for hours is bad for your colon, he somehow thinks he can tell me not to sit on a toilet for hours. That's the bad kind of Booksmart. And it makes you an asshole. But we're here to talk about the movie Booksmart. Booksmart is a fly-under-the-radar raunchy teen comedy. You got these two high school ladies nerding it up in lieu of partying, only to find out their classmates partied it up and got their academia on. What a waste! Let's clarify and get this out of the way. Like the ads on YouTube, the plots, character dynamic, and humor style will remind everyone of Superbad. Anyone who's watched that movie will see the similarities, and even badass Beanie Feldstein is Jonah Hill's sister. Now put a pin in it, because we'll be coming back to it later. But don't eat the pin, because it hurts! That gag is gonna get me in so much trouble. Beanie Feldstein and Caitlin Dever are the perfect duo. Their chemistry feels genuine, and you don't want to punch either of them. Looking at you, Michael Cera! Never grow facial hair. There's a grounded quality to their characters. Beanie Molly is 100% more domineering, but it never comes across cartoonish. But just as someone who loses their way when it comes to considering others. Caitlin's Amy feels like an actual character, and not a comedy stereotype of what a studio thinks a teenage introvert should be. And while this does create an underlying tension that eventually comes to a head, it doesn't come from a place of wacky misunderstanding, but of both characters having flaws that make them unable to communicate effectively. I wish I could communicate better, but I'm pretty sure half of the things I see and say aren't real. Being a comedy, it does have an array of big personalities to keep the comedy going. Billy Lord takes a break from Ryan Murphy's sexual assault fantasy playland to play a lovable wild card. She stands above the rest solely from the energy she injects into the role. This movie excels from having a tight script. The team of writers they hired and the director was a perfect fit to helm a woman's coming-of-age comedy romp. I am all for zinging motherfuckers. But here we managed to avoid those cliche slopes of the mean girl out to destroy the nerds for no reason or some horrible prank. In fact, the mean girl actually helps the main character out at the end and they have a good heart-to-heart. I absolutely love the lack of mean spirit at the core of this movie. Once they get to the party, the vibes are good. None of the parties I've been to are like that, but I'm usually partying with a pack of feral dogs. And I brought the steak. Hey, I found that pin. Yes. This movie's comparable to Superbad. Girl, Superbad. Shut the fuck up! But here's the thing about Superbad. Superbad was arguably the coming-of-age teen comedy of its generation, for its more grounded look into friendship. Well, Booksmart very well may be this generation's coming-of-age teen comedy. And Booksmart is the stronger movie. The characters are more likable, there's an outright lack of cruelty, and it's just more relatable. This movie is fucking hilarious and it needs to be seen yesterday. Now let's get some fucking pancakes. I like the ones with crunch berries in them.